Hi ladies, this video will be a 2-year update, a very long awaited 2-year update video on my ethnic rhinoplasty that I got done in Turkey, Istanbul, Turkey to be exact. And guys, can you believe it's been 2 years already? It feels like just yesterday that I came online crying to you guys because my nose was so swollen, and some of you guys were very mean. I do want to say that some of you guys were very mean. Well, look at your girl now. It's been 2 years and I couldn't be more pleased with my results. And as crazy as it may sound, like guys, ethnic rhinoplasty is not for the weak. I don't care. This is a serious thing, especially if you wanted this for like a very long time and you was like daydreaming about you getting your nose done for a very long time. This is not for the weak. And if you never got ethnic rhinoplasty, you wouldn't understand. But if you do want to understand, stay tuned and we're going to talk about it, and I'm going to explain exactly what I mean by this, okay? So basically there was a lot of ups and downs, depression, my dating life has changed, I went through kind of like a identity crisis and so on. So I'm going to get into all that in this video because girls and guys, we need to talk about it, okay? This is serious. Stay tuned, okay? Pay attention too. So this video will have 2 parts. This video right here is going to be my mental update, because your mental is a part of getting like surgery, and I'm going to like express like my mental update with you guys. And then in the next video is going to be a health update, because that's very important as well. Like that's basically your whole surgery, but there's a lot of mental things that also take place when you get surgery, and especially if you wanted this surgery for a very long time. So I'm gonna get into it. So after rhinoplasty, many people feel depressed, and I am still kind of a little bit depressed after my rhinoplasty. And many people do ask me, like, is it normal to feel depressed after rhinoplasty? And in fact, like 75% of people who undergo plastic surgery or any type of surgery experience some type of depression after getting their surgery. The depression after your plastic surgery, after your surgery, it usually lasts as long as it takes to heal. So like, say that you got surgery on your foot and you love to run. You're gonna be depressed until you're able to run again. So it makes sense. Say you got surgery, a nose job, and you have thick skin like myself. When you get surgery on your nose and you have thick skin, it normally takes like a year to recover from your surgery. So you might go through depression for a whole year. And my personal experience with depression after rhinoplasty was not an easy one. So basically, the first year after my nose job, and as my nose was going through so many changes, I had like a lot of doubt and confusion. Like I was unsure if I made the right decision or not. And on top of that, like while I was healing, I also had so many different opinions about my nose coming from so many different directions. So like some family members was like, oh, you should have never touched your nose, how dare you? And then had some family member that was like, oh my gosh, I don't see any changes. What you mean you don't see no changes? I just spent all this money and you telling me you don't see any changes? So we had those different opinions. And then let's not forget about the people online. Some people online were saying, oh, how my nose looks so ugly, and that was very mean. I do want to say that. And then we have some lovely, amazing people that helped me out a lot and said how beautiful my nose looked. So I was sitting in my room looking in the mirror and looking at my nose while it was going through all these changes, and I had all these opinions coming in my ears. It just plain out caused confusion and depression. And I wasn't used to what I was seeing on my face. Like some days I had this big nose, and then some days I had this small cute nose. And to make matters worse, I was like very heavily involved in the surgery community, still kind of is. And I was looking at these girls on Instagram who got rhinoplasty, and they had some of the most beautiful results I ever seen. And I was looking in the mirror and I was like, what the hell is wrong with my nose, and what the heck did I just do? And as much as I know that you should not compare, it was hard. It was really hard. And after going through and experiencing all these things, after getting my nose done, it was very depressing. Now I see why people do not share that they got plastic surgery, and why they come the heck off the internet after they get plastic surgery. Literally everything that I went through and everything that I was crying about could have been avoided if I had never told anyone that I was going to get surgery, and kept my damn mouth shut, and also stayed the hell off the internet after I got my surgery. If I had done those two things, I'm pretty sure I would never have went through depression. Now that I'm 2 years in, I'm happy with my results. I'm very happy with my results. But I'm thinking, like, I really could have avoided those stuff if I just stayed away from the internet and kept my mouth shut. So that's a tip, guys. Like, if you get your surgery, if you going to get your surgery, don't tell nobody, and stay off the internet for like a year or so. I know it may seem hard to do, but I'm pretty sure you can do it like you did it when you was a kid. There was no internet like that back then when you was a kid. So when you get your surgery, stay off the internet. Now, that was the first year, so I was very depressed. I went through depression. Now, the second year, I'm very happy with my results. The depression kind of went away, but you know what's happening now? I don't feel like myself. Like, I feel like I'm a completely different person. I love my results. I'm happy with my results. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't feel like myself. Some people who get plastic surgery to look like someone else or something else, like some people get plastic surgery to look like Kim Kardashian or to look like a Barbie, and there are some people that get plastic surgery to enhance their features that they already have. I got plastic surgery to enhance the shape of my nose, as I felt like it was a little too big for my face. Like, I literally had my father nose. And I felt like that for a very long time. Now, I have this completely different shaped nose on my face, and I'm like, is that mine? Like, is this really my nose? And some people may describe what I'm feeling as a identity crisis. Like, cosmetic surgery can cause an identity crisis. In fact, having an identity crisis after surgery is very common, more common than you think. And I'm just some of the few people to be as transparent as I'm being now, that having an identity crisis does happen. But I do want to be clear about something, very clear about something. Listen up. What I'm describing now does not indicate that I suffer from any mental issues such as like body dysmorphia or low self-esteem. I always felt as I had a beautiful face, that I'm a pretty girl, pretty lady. I just felt like my nose was a little too big, because I definitely got my father nose, and I just felt like it was too big. And due to the fact that our sense of identity, like who we are, typically get established pretty young, usually in childhood. And I got used to being the skinny, pretty girl with a big nose that looked like my father's child. And now to have my nose altered, especially when the changes are very noticeable, getting used to it, like getting used to these changes, can take a long time. So while my nose was turning into this beautiful masterpiece created by Dr. Volkan Kahya in Istanbul, Turkey. Thank you, Dr. Volkan. My brain is being very slow to catch up, because now I'm I'm no longer that skinny pretty girl with a big nose that looked like my father's child, which I got used to being for a very long time. Now I'm just that pretty skinny girl, and I don't even think I really look like my dad that much. But regardless, if I can do it again, I would. I have no regrets whatsoever. It's just my brain is taking some time to get used to my new look, and it's developing kind of like an identity crisis. Like, I'm like, is this really Level Up C? Like, is this her? So let's go over. So the first year is like a little bit confusing and you're unsure if you made the right decision or not. Then the second year is like, who is this beautiful girl with this amazing nose? I don't know who she is. So that's what happened the first and second year. And to cause even more confusion, like, your dating life changes. So before plastic surgery, I will say that I got approached here and there by dusty boys and a lot of catcalls and stares, a lot, because I was in the hood. But now I feel like I get a lot more stares and less approach. Not because I'm ugly or anything, because these looks are definitely sexual. And when I do get approached, the type of guys that are now approaching me change. And the treatment I get from these guys has definitely changed as well. I feel like the end goal of these guys has changed as well. Like, most of the guys before, I felt like they just wanted one thing and one thing only. Now the guys that approach me, they still want that one thing, because boys will be boys, but they are more respectful and willing to spend more and actually come with an offering, because I am a goddess and you have to come to me with an offering. So here's the thing. So a few months back, a young lady reached out to me and asked me if she can do a report on me for her psychology degree. And I agreed. And after talking to her, it made me realize, like, the reason behind my dating life changing is possibly due to the change in my confidence and the effects of plastic surgery on my self-esteem. I see a lot of people asking, like, if plastic surgery can help boost your self-confidence, or do people feel happier after plastic surgery? And I absolutely do believe people and their self-esteem change.
So are you saying that people are now taking you a bit more seriously since the surgery, and you think that's because of the surgery?
Not because of the surgery, because of my confidence, how my confidence like improved, I guess.
Okay, so the surgery has improved your confidence, which is now improved how people are interacting with you, because now they're able to feel and sense more confident, because you're probably up and say, yeah, look at me, I'm buff, I feel good, I look good. So that's how you're now feeling within yourself. So you feel like that's radiating out there, and people are bringing the same energy back to you.
And especially if your expectation with your surgery is realistic. So my expectation with my surgery was realistic. It wasn't what I was expecting, but it was definitely realistic, was to make my nose look more proportional to my face. So overall, because I did have realistic expectation, my recovery and my satisfaction is more and there. And because you're satisfied with your result, it boosts your confidence, because the thing that you wanted for a very long time, you now have. And when you get something you wanted from a long time and it's beautiful, of course it's gonna give you that little boost. And that's what it did to me. And because of that, when I'm on the street, that little boost, I feel like it definitely shows now. So 2 years after my rhinoplasty, I'm still very happy with my decision. Definitely would have stayed away from the internet. Y'all can be so mean, and never shared that I got surgery until I was completely done healing, because it definitely is a mental journey, especially if it's something that was bothering you for an extended period of time. But I have no regrets, because it was really all worth it for my own personal confidence and self-esteem. So in this video, I gave y'all a 2-year update on the mental side of rhinoplasty because that is a thing. And in the following video next week, I will give you a health update, a 2-year health update on my acne rhinoplasty. Like, do I want revision? Do I feel like I need revision? And what's been happening to my nose? Like, is it like going crazy or anything like that? I will tell you all that in my next video next week. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I miss you guys so much. And if you want to know like what the heck happened to me, because it felt like, I know to y'all it felt like I fell off the face of the earth, and now I'm back. And I'm gonna tell you guys, I want my channel to be a lot more personal than it was before, so I will definitely tell you guys everything. Just stay tuned to my videos. Make sure you're subscribing, make sure you're liking, and I will see you guys next week. And thank you so much for sticking with me, coming on my channel every week on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Thank you guys so much, and stay tuned. All right, bye ladies, bye gents. I will see you on my next video.